Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So, about 2 weeks ago, LeBron James, he confronted Stephen A. Smith on live TV over his son Bronny. Went up in the man's face on live TV, acting tough like he's a bully, talking about don't talk about my son Bronny. And after that situation transpired, it's been a whole whirl of events. So just recently, LeBron James made an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, where he's talking about, basketball life, the NBA, just a whole bunch of different things. And he spoke about the Stephen A. Smith situation. He went over that. He addressed that situation once again. He explained why he was upset with Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith, he responded. He came back savagely. Stephen A. Smith came back with a vengeance. So he clapped back, he responded to LeBron James, and boy, did he go in. First of all, Stephen A. Smith, he called LeBron a snake. He said LeBron James is a liar. He's a damn liar. He's a snake. And that's my sentiments towards LeBron. I always felt like he's a snake. I've seen him thrown players under the bus. He got players traded. We have seen LeBron done his work and his damage. So Stephen A. Smith also said, LeBron wasn't upset about Bronny. That was not the underlying issue. LeBron was upset with him, but LeBron James used the Bronny situation as an excuse to get at him, basically, because he believed LeBron wasn't really upset about Bronny because he didn't say anything bad about Bronny. What did he say about Bronny? Beyond saying, LeBron, you need to stop this because basically saying, LeBron, why you are the reason Bronny's being scrutinized, going through all this. Beyond that, he didn't say nothing about Bronny. But he believes LeBron used the Bronny situation as an excuse to finally get at him on live TV, on national TV. Stephen A. Smith also pointed out the flaws in LeBron's argument. LeBron said he had no issues with anyone talking about sports. If that's the case, why is he upset about Stephen A. Smith or anyone covering Bronny, whether good or bad? It shouldn't matter. Bronny's a professional player, right? He's a professional basketball player. He's in the league. He's a Laker, which means he is not exempt from scrutiny, from criticism. No. So LeBron is saying one thing, but then he's saying another thing. So he's contradicting himself. He went on Pat McAfee. He said he wasn't upset about anybody talking about Bronny. Then he went on talking about the issue is when you start talking about his family, he got to protect his family. What is he talking about? Who are you protecting? Bronny is a professional basketball player. Bronny's in the league. He's on the court. He's on the NBA court, right? So who are you protecting exactly? So that don't make any sense. Obviously, no one is attacking your family, your immediate family, like Savannah, your kids. No, we are talking about Bronny because he's on the NBA floor. He's in the NBA. Bronny being criticized is not attacking your family. Stephen A. Smith, he's doing his job. Anyone who covers sports, whether you're in the big media, you are a content creator on YouTube, independent, small media, doesn't matter. We are talking about Bronny and his game, basically. No one is attacking your family, your wife, and your kids. But that's the road LeBron tried to take. He's trying to protect his family. That's why he stepped to Stephen A. Smith. Cut the crap. Stephen A. Smith also said, how do you bring up Bronny James without highlighting the nepotism? All the favoritism, how he ended up being a Laker. How do you talk about Bronny while ignoring all that stuff? The fact of the matter is you can't. Whenever you talk about Bronny, the first thing that comes to your mind is nepotism, favoritism, how he made it into the NBA, all that. Even if you're not thinking about that, that is naturally what comes to your mind because that's how he got into the league. Stephen A. Smith, he went in on LeBron being shady, two-faced, LeBron stabbing people in the back, and this is a fact. We have seen this through his entire career. We have seen this with media personnel, NBA players, teammates. We have seen this. LeBron have gotten players traded. Dudes went to the Lakers. The following season, they're out the league overseas. LeBron is a snake. I have always felt this way without Stephen A. Smith saying it. I've always felt this way. LeBron is a snake. He is the ultimate snake. LeBron only cares about LeBron's well-being. That's it. We have seen what happened to multiple players, man, messing with LeBron. Everybody who joins LeBron team a season later, their entire career is in shambles. They're out the league. They're struggling to get a gig in the NBA. You lose value. Your money goes down. A lot of dudes could have gotten big contracts once they got with LeBron. It ruined their entire career. Look at Montrezl Harrell. Look at Russell Westbrook. The minute they got with LeBron, their entire career got destroyed. Like what's going on right now with Wendy. You know, Wendy always talked good about LeBron, always supported him. And LeBron went on Pat McAfee, threw Wendy under the bus, said he's weird. They were never friends. But years ago, LeBron said nobody knows him like Wendy. So the man totally switched up. And this is what LeBron do. This is LeBron in a nutshell. The man is a snake. 1 minute he's cool with you. If you don't do what he wants, make him happy, kiss his feet, all that BS, he'll turn against you. As he did with Wendy. Threw the man under the bus. And Wendy always talked highly about LeBron. I have never heard Wendy talk down on LeBron. And yes, at times he'll be honest and objective about situations, but he's always spoke highly of LeBron. Stephen A. Smith also talked about LeBron James throwing Bronny in the fire, which he did. You created this situation. You said Bronny's better than half the league, and he was in high school, which is talking crazy, talking out your face. You got him drafted, nepotism. You threw him in the fire, and you get upset when everybody talks about him. You get upset when people cover Bronny and the criticism, the scrutiny. Come on, man. What are we doing? So you put this man on center stage, and once all the scrutiny and all the negative press is coming in, now you're talking about, oh, I'm protecting my family. You have an issue. And he's a professional basketball player. Like, come on, makes sense, man. Make this make sense. Stephen A. Smith also said LeBron James, he want to give smoke, but he can't take it. He said years ago, he tried to go on LeBron's show, The Shop, with Rich Paul. He tried to go on the show, so they could have a straight up conversation, put it all out there in the air, but nobody responded to him. That never came to fruition. And why is that? Because he said LeBron is afraid because LeBron likes to control the narrative, which he does. LeBron likes to control the narrative. Basically, I want to tell a story. You won't have a voice, basically, so, you can't expose me. So that's why they never really had a sit down with Stephen A. Smith. LeBron don't want you to talk for you to expose him. Obviously, he's LeBron James, so whatever he says, more than likely, people are going to run with that. LeBron wants to be the only voice. Plain and simple. I want to control the narrative as he always do in every situation. He's the type of person who likes to throw rocks and hide his hands. That's LeBron James in a nutshell. Stephen A. Smith also said he have never seen a situation where a player elevates his son while telling the public to stand down. LeBron James getting upset with everybody, telling everybody to chill out while he's using his influences, his power, his nepotism, trying to elevate Bronny. The fact of the matter is, LeBron had an issue with Stephen A. Smith. That's what it is, basically. Brewing from years ago, and Bronny was the perfect excuse for him to finally voice his displeasures, and he chose to do it on live TV. Stephen A. Smith said, you know what? He could have told me, bro, I want to talk to you. They could have talked after the game. And I agree. You could have addressed all this issue after the game. But LeBron is cerebral. It's all premeditated. Obviously, I'm going to do it on live TV. Everything LeBron does is calculated. I mean, granted, at times he'll say some dumb stuff, but he's a very calculated person. So a lot of times when he do something, it's all premeditated, It's all scripted, basically. Stephen A. Smith also talked about Bronny making the McDonald's All-American, obviously because of LeBron's influence. And I've talked about this. Bronny making the McDonald's All-American over better players because of LeBron's influence. Did he deserve to be a McDonald's All-American? No. The same way he shouldn't have been drafted, but LeBron always have his hand in the pot. That's just a fact of the matter. Stephen A. Smith also pointed out the fact LeBron James said he's tired of people shitting on the game, yet he shitted on the NBA in the playing tournament. When they first introduced the playing tournament, LeBron was like, this is trash, what is this? So he was talking down on the playing tournaments, which is basically shitting on the NBA. Also, the recent All-Star weekend, LeBron didn't play. Instead of letting Adam Silver know, I won't be participating, he did that at the last minute. So they wasn't able to get a replacement, which is another form of shitting on the NBA. So this guy's always contradicting himself. He's always contradicting himself. He'll say A right now. He'll say A. A few weeks later, a few months later, he'll say B. That is LeBron in a nutshell. So Stephen A. Smith, he went in on LeBron. Like, he went in. Said he don't like LeBron. He's a damn liar. He's two-faced. He called LeBron James a bully. And LeBron is a bully. Yes, he is. LeBron is a super bully. Yes, he is. He could get you fired. If you're a player, he could get you blackballed from the NBA. You lose money. LeBron is a bully. It's the truth. If you say anything bad about him in the media, especially on ESPN, he's totally right. LeBron is a bully in the NBA and in the media space. He's a bully. And this is the nail in the coffin, man. Stephen A. Smith said LeBron James has no heart. He's talking about the Dallas series when LeBron James got handled by Jason Terry and J.J. Barea. They're guarding him. So Stephen A. Smith said, prior to winning his first championship, LeBron James had no heart. Early on in his career, he had no heart. Hence why you have that Dallas situation where they lost the Miami Heat, and Jason Terry outplayed him, J.J. Barea. And that's crazy, man. And you can't say the same about Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. You can't. You would never question their heart. That's not to be questioned because you know what it is. Those two are killers, man. We would never be like, oh, early on in his career, MJ didn't have a heart. Early on in his career, Kobe didn't have a heart. You would never hear that. But Stephen A. Smith, he said that about LeBron. Prior to his first championship, he had no heart. And you can't really argue that because you saw it for yourself. When Miami went up against Dallas and LeBron got smashed, and he's supposed to be the best player on the team. Prior to that series, he was actually balling. You got to the finals and all of a sudden you can't play. The pressure is too much. But Stephen A. Smith, he went and he said a lot, man. He went crazy on LeBron. Nothing he said is a lie. And a lot of what he said, I've always felt that way. As far as LeBron is two-faced, he's a liar, he's a scumbag. The man is a snake. LeBron is a snake. He can't be trusted. LeBron will snake you to get to where he needs to. And that's just what it is. He's one of those. But what more can I say, man? This ongoing battle between LeBron, Stephen A. Smith, the gloves are off, man. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.